Okay, hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. So we'll be starting our new batch tomorrow at 10 a.m. All right. So I would like to discuss again the duration for this course from tomorrow. This course will take approximately 40 hours to complete. That would be on Saturday and Sunday weekend batch. Okay, tomorrow we will be starting at 10 a.m. We will configure everything from scratch, from the beginner level, right, to the expertise. So we'll configure the topology, we will place Sophos product, and we'll see how the Sophos ecosystem work. Right, last time हमने discuss किया था duration, objective, and assessment. And the prerequisite along with that, we have discussed our course agenda. All right. So the course will take around 40 minutes, depends upon the doubts as well. So if I just share my screen for PPT, I can see, we will see here, there will be 12 to 13 modules that I will be covering up, starting with the Sophos Firewall overview. We'll see what is Sophos Firewall, how it protects against from any type of attack, from where you can stop pause the attack, stop the attack with help of Sophos Firewall. So we'll be second module, we will be starting with getting started with Sophos Firewall. We will see how we deploy this Sophos Firewall in detail. Third, we will start with network protection. What is third module will help you to guide with the firewall rules, NAT rules, TLS rule that we will configure and how we can protect the network. Fourth module, we will start with site-to-site connections. So in this module, we will be connecting our head office and all the rest of the branch office with Sophos Firewall. All right, how easily it can be connected, deployed without any advanced configuration, because Sophos Firewall comes with the default configuration as well. So we'll look into the default configurations and how we can edit, we can clone or edit the existing configuration to meet the requirement. All right, so next would be authentication. Fifth module will be authentication. So हम अपने सारे users को authenticate करेंगे with help of username and password and MFA. So in this, we will give the user to access internet or servers, okay, with help of authentication. Without that, they will not able to access the resources. Right, so we'll see what type of authentication are supported on Sophos Firewall, and we can implement those. Sixth and seventh module will be web protection and application control. So we will scan the traffic for the web traffic that is in your browser, also if it is in your application. So we will block unwanted application which is not required in our network, let's say proxy VPNs. We will scan the web traffic with the help of web protections. Okay, we will do HTTP. We will understand how Sophos Firewall work as a man in the middle and used to scan the traffic. Eighth module, we will be discussing about email protection, how we can protect your in-house email server with help of Sophos Firewall. Ninth would be remote access. That would be for your remote users, remote workforce, how you can connect, how users or employee will get connected to the firewall to access to the internal resources while they are working from anywhere. 10th module, we will be discussing about wireless protection. So here we will discuss about the Sophos APs. Sophos के जो APs आते हैं, access point. So we will discuss about Sophos APs, their specification, technical details, and how we can configure APs, how they are very easy to deploy as they are plug and play, because it is a Sophos product. So we don't have to worry about much detailed configuration, just you to plug and play how we can protect the wireless equipment. All right. 11th module would be logging and reporting. So we will be seeing how to check the logs, advanced logs, how to troubleshoot in case of an issue. Right, so we'll see log and reporting in 11th. We will also look into the reports after the configuration has been done. If everything is working fine, we will see the logs, we will analyze. If you find any suspicious traffic, we can take action accordingly. In the 12th module, we will see how central management, we can use central management for managing the firewalls, also reporting, and how we can use the most use of it. All right, so course objectives would be like once you complete this course, you will be able to explain how Sophos Firewall protect against security threats. Then you will be able to configure firewall rules, policies, and user authentication. Also, you will be able to demonstrate threat protection and commonly used features. And we will start with performing the initial setup of Sophos Firewall and configure the required network settings. Right, so when we start with the first module, yes, of course, we will see the deployment options available. That is the bridge mode, gateway mode, mixed mode, and web server protection. We will see deployment and setup, what are the options available, okay, through the wizards, and we will take the console and web admin console as well. And we will initiate the setup wizard for setting up the firewall for the first setup. Right, जब भी हम firewall, if the firewall is new, we will register the firewall. Okay, lab पे तो हम configuration starting से ही करेंगे. Some would be using the existing registered firewall as well. So you don't have to, in the lab, you have to check it. Upgrade them. Right, so we have navigation and management. So we'll navigate into web admin. We'll see how we can manage the objects and profiles. All right, and we will also see interfaces, routing. In that interfaces, we will create zones, interfaces, and some routing like static routing, dynamic routing will perform. Then we'll also configure DHCP and DNS on the firewall. Okay, how we can configure DHCP relay, how we can configure DHCP server on the Sophos firewall, how we can route the traffic for DNS, and so on. Lastly, we will see device access and administration. So how we can manage the firewall, how we can get access as a network engineer, cybersecurity, how we can access, how we could have access to the firewall and so forth ecosystems. Okay, and of course, certificate. Under network protection, that is in the third module, we will look into the firewall rules and net. So we'll be creating a lot of firewall rules. We will create and delete. Again, we will delete and create so that we can understand how Sophos firewall rules are work along with the net rules and the also TLS rules. So yes, of course, also we will create the TLS rules. We will understand how TLS works with Sophos firewall, how we can encrypt the traffic as per the profile we have created. We also configure web server protection, that is WAF. WAF is free, so we will also configure the basic configuration. We will deploy our web server to the internet with the help of WAF. Okay, along with the firewall rule, also we can configure, we can forward the web server or any server that is working on particular ports. So we will do with the help of web server and firewall rules. Also, we will look into the IPS systems that are integrated with Sophos firewalls. We will use the default policies that is available on Sophos firewall. Also, we will create our own IPS policy to protect from any type of attack or any type of detections. We look into the, yes, of course, spoof prevention and DOS protection in much more details in upcoming classes. All right, so we will look into this security heartbeat. So we'll enable and configure security heartbeat. Okay, in the lab, I will show you how we can enable security heartbeat feature that is available on Sophos Firewall, advanced threat protection, how we will enable and configure ATP on Sophos Firewall, how we will get alerts and reports. For the fourth module, site-to-site connection, we will configure IPsec VPN. All right, so the options that are available to configure site-to-site, connecting our head office and rest of the branch offices In this, we will configure two type of IPsec so that we can meet our requirements. We will understand what is policy-based routing and route-based. So policy-based and route-based IPsec VPN we'll discuss about VPN zone as it is zone-based firewall. We will also configure SSLVPN. So SSLVPN is also one of the feature of Sophos Firewall which is not available in rest of the firewall. So you can configure SSLVPN for connecting your head office and branch office with help of SSLVPN between two Sophos Firewall only. All right. So for that you require at the branch office also you require the XGS firewall. So we on the lab we will configure everything so that we can know how to configure firewall in the end. So we'll look into the overview and configuration. Also, we'll look into how we can create our own IPsec VPN policies. Let's say your branch office has Palo Alto or FortiGate firewall, or your branch office has the Sophos firewall and your head office has some third-party firewall, how we can connect with the help of VPN policies, how we can establish the tunnel. We will discuss about the remote Ethernet device, that is RAD device, that is RAD product, that is another product from Sophos. We can configure how we can connect the branch office with the help of RAD, okay, remote Ethernet device. So we will see how we can deploy it, what are the deployment modes available and models, okay, कौन से models available है और कौन से modes available. Authentication, we will use captive portal and STARS, and also synchronized user identity. So we look into the authentication overview in the sixth module, and we will see how local authentication work. Okay, that is captive portal, how we can use Active Directory for authentication and the services used for the authentication purposes. So we will create the users locally, or we can import the user group from the server. It's for the authentication purpose. So we'll see the type of user, clientless and guest users, group users. So we will authenticate your employees, your guests, okay, and also your clientless users. So we'll see what are the three differences in the lab. All right, so authentication methods are available for synchronized user identity, web authentication, and STARS. Agent, and if we are using Chromebook, then we will see how Chromebook authentication is configured. We will use these authentications in rules and rules and policies which we have created. We will also see where we can apply the authentication on VPN, also the routing, user portal, and web admin console. We use MFA one-time password. How we will see what is the overview, how we can create one-time password, configuration, and tokens. Under web protections, we will see what is overview of web protection, what is difference between transparent and explicit proxies, PI, versus web proxy filter. We look into what are the global settings of web protection, protection settings, advanced settings, user notifications, what are exceptions, how we can bypass the scanning, okay, see how we can override, what are exceptions. We'll create, we'll edit, we'll delete, we'll create again, we'll again edit, and again delete web filter policy to understand in more detail how it works with Sophos Firewall. Okay, we will look into the web activities by applying some policies for particularly for all the users. If the user is accessing malicious website, it can be we can take the action accordingly as per the alerts we get. We look into the quotas and traffic shaping. So we will apply some policies on the web filter, like some searching quotas, the bandwidth, only this much amount of data can be downloaded, and so on. Then we have application control. We will see overview of application list that is available on the live users. Okay, on the firewall, the live connections that are getting connected between the user and the applications and the Sophos Firewall. We will see application filters, how we can create application filter, how we can block application with the help of application filter policies. Okay, we'll check the logs and we'll also apply new policies, create and delete. We will see default ones and we'll see how it works. Synchronized app control is also another feature provided by Sophos and the endpoints. So let's say if your system has some application installed which is not the database of the Sophos Firewall, it will get synced with the help of synchronized app control. So we will see how it works. So in the lab, it will show everything. If anyone has doubt, we will see later on. Cloud application also. So we'll see the control which has central wizard, and we'll classify those cloud application and apply traffic scheduling on the cloud application that are reported. Okay, so we'll apply the bandwidth if needed. We'll look into the bandwidth policies. We'll create those policies. We will see the settings, and we will also apply those traffic settings as per the requirement. Let's say if you want to apply on the application, okay, on the user group, or cloud application, or let's say, for example, you want to apply the bandwidth of 5 Mbps for one particular group that they have to share. We look into the email protection, how we can protect the email, your in-house email. What are the modes available to configure the email protection? We will see the configuration, what are smart hosts that can be configured. So here also we will configure the policies, SMTP routes and scan. We will scan the SMTP traffic, IMAP and POP traffic, and if if there is a spamware, it will get detected and it can take action accordingly. So we look into the another feature, data control encryption. So we can send the configuration data. We can scan it with the help of data control and encryption. So we suppose we will see the DKMI verification key signing, how we can protect emails with the help of DKMI. And also we will see how those currently in email got detected as per our policies, how we can manage with the help of web admin or email digest or user important. So we can release those email if they are genuine. For remote access, for remote users to get connected to Sophos Firewall, we will use SSLVPN and IPsec VPN. So we'll see overview of SSLVPN. Okay, this is for remote access for particular user. Previously, I showed you SSL for IPsec for site-to-site connection for connecting your head office and branch office. And this SSL VPN and IPsec VPN is to connect your remote workforce, to connect your resources. So we'll look into the overview, configuration, and VPN client. So we have to install the client. For same, this goes with the IPsec VPN. So we will see overview and configuration and deployment option available on the to connect your remote workforce with the help of any tool. We look into the client as user access. So we create some client as user access. Let's say user want to access SSH service. So you don't have to install the client, they can access with the help of clientless access portal. Also, you can connect the same user on the mobile. So we'll see how we can connect in the remote user on the mobile, tablet, and your systems. Okay, whether it is a Linux system or whether it is Windows system or Mac systems, we'll see that. Under wireless protection, we will see the models that is available on the website, Sophos AP access point. So after checking the specification technical details, we will see wireless overview, how it can be configured. How wireless network can be configured with help of Sophos Firewall, deployment options, and what are hotspots. Okay, logging and reporting. So reporting, we will see the reports and bookmarks, application risk meter, and TKE user threat quota, and threat intelligence reports, right, under 10th module. So we look into the log viewer for troubleshooting purpose. In case of an issue, we'll see, we will integrate syslog server. All right, we'll understand what is syslog server. We can integrate directly. We'll see log configuration with the 6.7. We also set up some notification, email notification, SNMP notification, and the notification list that is available so that we can get the alerts. And lastly, we will manage all the firewall with the help of Sophos Central. Okay, so we will see what are the other features available on Sophos Central, zero touch deployment, where you don't want to worry about on site. You just plug and play the firewall and it will get up and running. And also we have Sophos reporting where we can store the reports in the cloud. Okay. And backup management, we will take the backup of each and every firewall, we will restore it with help of Sophos Central Management. All right, so we will cover up everything here. Next would be, let me just open the Sophos Central. So last time we opened Sophos Central, we have a lot of information again here. Today also I have login. So I'm managing the firewall and the endpoints. So if I look into the license, if I click on license, we will get 30 days of license here. Right, and if I click here, I will get Sophos Firewall license. Right now I'm running 2 firewalls in my lab and I'm using free trial, okay, evaluation. So I'm running free trial as of now. Right, and let me sync this if I can. I will get 100 license. So let me just click on my products, and if I go to firewall management, let me just click on dashboard. So this is my firewall management dashboard. I can see some alerts here. Okay, high alerts, medium, and info alerts. I can see 2 firewalls are connected and managed. Right, if I go to firewall, so I can see my firewall here. So head office and branch office. Okay, both are, I can access here. Okay, it is, I can see the dashboard here on the Sophos firewall. So if I look into the topology, so to our lab, it's here. So we have Sophos firewall. Okay, 2 ISPs are connected on each side. Okay, it's connected on port A to switch. Switch, we have right now only 1 switch is there, and we have 1 server, 80 server, and some Windows server. So we have Windows ecosystem here in the end. Okay, and this all the systems are under domain. So what I have done till now, if I click on the server, it will redirect me to the server. Let me just quickly open. So in the server, I have installed STAS for authentication. So I'm using authentication, STAS authentication. User get authenticated automatically. Right. So we have STAS, we have Sophos endpoint installed, right, on each and every system. So each system has Sophos endpoint. Okay, this installation will take some time. So in the lab, you have to install everything first, then we will start the lab. Right, so we have Sophos endpoints in each and every system. All system are in one particular domain. So you should know how to on the prerequisite. Also, you should be aware about Windows environment if you want to understand how it Sophos protects the any type of systems. So we have, let me just click here. This one, let me click this system. Okay, so right in this system also I have Sophos AP, Sophos endpoint. I'm sorry. So this is Sophos endpoint in each and every system. Okay, so we have this user is in Office 2, so these are part of this domain. Okay. They are connected via IPsec VPN right now. So that is the reason I can see in the branch office, I can see the user here. Okay, it's via IPsec, we'll see the configuration from scratch. Okay, so we have reports, select file, like you get the details. Okay, so it will show you CPU usage, memory usage. Okay, if any malware has been detected, intrusion has been, attack has been detected, antivirus. So you'll get all the details. You will see, we will discuss everything in the class in more detail. This is the existing configuration I have done on the farm. All right, so we will begin with the network. So the network interfaces. We'll also configure VLAN, the RAD. All right, how we can configure RAD. So these are the interfaces. Okay, zones, DNS, DSP, and so on. I'm showing you just the existing configuration right now. So this is the internet. Okay, DNS is the DSP. Okay, and rest we will see later. I can see site to site. IPsec is connected between head office and branch office. So we have tunnel up, we are using policies and so on. So we'll see all the options, how we can connect IPsec between two firewalls, okay, SSLVPN between the Sophos Firewall, also Amazon VPC. How we can connect the remote user with help of IPsec VPNs. Okay, so this is VPN setting, we will do it later. I have connected the user on SSLVPN. So this is the profile. You will see logs and reports and so on. So that is the reason. So this user is at home, okay, and I'm giving access to this server. So if I click here, I might find, yes, so I can ping this 10.10. All right, so I have VPN software installed here, SSL VPN. So we'll see how we can get access, okay, to the head office. Also, I have Sophos endpoint here for the synchronized security for my remote users. Right, so we have also MPLS link also. We'll see MPLS how we can do failover. We can connect to IPsec and failover and with MPLS. So this is your connectivity. Okay, so all the connectivity, routing and switching or routing. Switching is the different one. Authentication, yes, of course, AD server is added and some firewall rules and policies are created. So right now, my internet traffic is passing from rule ID 5. Right. So on this rule, all right, I can see LAN to WAN authentication is enabled, right? And I have applied web filter policy, all right, and I'm scanning the traffic. All right, I'm allowing only those system who has green status where nothing is getting, there is no viruses or any unwanted applications. And I have blocked unwanted application as well. Okay, these are the default one. So if you go on the application filter, I'm using the default policies. So पहले से ही configured है. Right? So we'll see the default policies, synchronize app control feature as I discussed. Right, so it will give you all the details. Right, the endpoints which has found the application which are not in the database of Sophos Firewall, we can categorize it. So we'll see later on. You can customize this, can categorize it. Then there we have cloud applications. These are the website that is getting detected. And we can apply bandwidth. We can classify those detected. Then we have database of application. So all the applications are listed here. You can filter it out. The name, let's say Facebook. So all the Facebook related application will get displayed. You can classify it and can do a lot of things. And you can apply the net. So can the applications are already classified. Okay. It's a gaming. Once you expand the gaming, you can apply, let's say, if you want to apply bandwidth on the particular game, you can apply it. Clicking on edit. So we look into this. We look into the web traffic. So these are the default policies. I have created my own policy here. The rest are default. So this one is in use right now. If I open this and click on additional settings, I can see how web filter can be configured. So I have blocked these categories. तो मैंने ये categories block करके रखी हुई. Okay, I enforce everything and we'll see how this works. Okay, you will see user activities and again categories. Okay, so user activities, categories, what are the categories available here? You can see. You'll see URL group, the default one. सारे defaults देखेंगे हम. Sophos Firewall में pre-built, it's pre-configured आते हैं, right? And then we will create our own, can make clone, can use it, we will see logs and we'll fix it. Okay, why we use exceptions. Okay, the general setting of web filter and the file type and surfing quota and so on. Okay, सारे features देखेंगे कब काम. Okay, so connectivity is done and protection is done. Yes, we will look into the web and wireless and so. So after learning this course, you will able to describe why you should use Sophos product instead of FortiGate or Palo Alto, because it will be very easy. It has central management. It has some features which does not require additional licenses. Okay, additional hardware. So you don't require anything. Everything is on cloud. You can manage everything from Sophos Center. So all your products are managed through Sophos Center. Even let's say in future you are buying APs that can be configured on it. You don't require any dedicated hardware to manage this product. Okay, not different licenses as well. Try this. Right, everything is on the cloud. So it's very easy. We'll see a lot of things about what is difference between why we should use Sophos Firewall, okay, as compared to rest of the competitor, right? And how it is easily be managed as compared to rest of the vendors. Right, so we'll be starting from tomorrow on 26th, 10 a.m. The class will be get started. I hope everyone will join. Thanks for listening. Have a nice day.